anything political. This show they handle social issues, and we believe, say, Sierra Leone currently, the Sierra Leone where they live now, is engulfed with social issues. We are actually bathed under a heap of social challenges where we don't normalize, and some of those challenges have been swept under the rug. So this show is about discussing, having a safe space for talk about some of their social issues there. So maybe having a review or rethink of their approach to some of their issues there, and that's why we designed the show, and also for help the young people, coach the next generation, for make them aware of some of the mistakes that we made, and also provide them with adequate information, provide them with the right resources, provide them with the right advice, bring them mentors, bring them people they can look up to, people that will tell them, share their stories, and then go learn from those stories and make the right decisions, in this life, in this thing called life. So that's why we designed the show, and that's why we do everything for bring the show to you weekly. Not an easy thing, but we are trying and doing our best. So you can be a part of the show. You can also send a text message on 079994993, or you can also, just leave a comment on 079994993. You can also talk to me, share your experiences, share your comments. Yes. I mean, call me also. You can call me, 079994993. I don't say, I just know. Or you send me a text message, or you drop a comment on Facebook, and definitely, it will be read, and your voice will be heard on the show. Sit back, relax. Today we get a great show for you. We will continue. Unfortunately, the guest star is supposed to get on air with me, back down, and it's a no-show. I don't call him several times, and it'll get him, so it put me in a very precarious position. Now I have to think about something, but we can't talk. We can't talk there. We have we have many social issues that I can't complain. You hear me complain and talk a lot about something maybe you will be related to, or somebody we related to. And just have a conversation about it. So today's going to be a monologue. I mean, one green. You will hear me the complain, the grumble the whole time until 1 hour. But you might enjoy it. You might learn a thing or two. So sit back, relax, and let's take this ride together. We'll take a short break, and then when I come back, we will dive deeper into the conversation.
Now everything don't change. Me brother see me life now. It don't get turned now. Famous standing them now. You know go fit say you don't know me now. Anytime I like a fly to Dubai now. Hey, with me baby now. Anything I like I they buy now. Turn down, cause me I let it turn down. I let it run down. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. I'm looking forward to a brighter future. I'm moving ahead. I never stop for nothing. Shake up your body, yeah. Let me make all the band declare, yeah. Shake up your body to the beat, yeah. For this one where we there, people go come inside you life. Some go come for stay, and some go come and go. The reason why some man go stay, now only God know. The reason why some man go go, now God himself know. Me brother, me I don't go regret. If you decide for go, it's happened for a reason. Now only God know. What you get for no say, it's never the end. Cause the downfall of a man no, not to the end of a life. And then they give up, and then they turn down. Every day and they turn up. See me color, it pop up. Famous are the name now. You know what say, you don't know me now. Now me son this can't the party now. Even you baby they calling now. Cause I me they make all man get ready now. You next on the beats now. The people just they craze, just they dance now. Hey, they just they dance now. They just they ready now.
Yes, then just the got it now. Yes, we're back, and this is your favorite talk show, the Talk to Him show. We come to you on Epic Radio, and I'm your host, Mulku Sulaiman Bangora. If you just joined me, unfortunately, I was supposed to get a guest today, but he's a no-show. I tried to reach out to him several times, and he's not here today. I'm saying this for say it's going to be a monologue. You're stuck with me, and I'll try to make it interesting. I'll try to really make the show interesting, and I'll try to talk about something we all go. I mean, some people go feel related to it, and it will make much sense. So last week we host Mustafa Bangura for the football lovers. The one day we I'm sure, I mean, many Sierra Leoneans in relate. We host Mustafa Bangura, aka Mustafa Haji, and he can share in story about, in story on, becoming an athlete, how he became a professional footballer, where it all started for the sacrifices he had to make, him balancing academia and and what he love for do, which is football. If you missed that episode, you can go to me YouTube page, Mulko Sulaiman Bangura, and you go see the full episode. We had an interesting conversation. We talk about how it feel like, we're young, you dey play ball for the school, everybody they hope say, oh, Haji dey our best player. If we go to any competition, we go win that competition. That pressure, they how you make you feel. And we also talk about in journey to, playing professional. We also talk about how hard it was it for him for cope. Talk about in the role in Daddy Play Nine Life, as a mentor, as in first coach, the role of the community as well. We also talk about, the pressure from the political aspect, the political point of view. How the FA, how the football stalwarts and the football duty bearers, how they really affect, how the decisions, the way they make, high affecting performance on and off the field. We also talk about, give brief, about in vision for Sierra Leone football, but we will therefore get them back again as the show progresses on. We go talk basically football, Sierra Leone football, what's wrong with them, and then how can we move forward. I say becoming an athlete and a brought a footballer, but I will try for balance. I mean, bring somebody else who is a professional in their own field. I wish I could get Mr. Tiafo, who is a tennis professional. If you're there and that you get in contact and this reach out, if you can holidays, please, I'd love to have him here so we can have a sit down and go share a story of becoming a professional tennis player. He's one of Sierra Leone's gem where they play, professional tennis in the world of tennis. Yeah, we want to spread them and talk to professional athletes. Let us share the stories, of becoming a professional athlete. So this is a part two of that conversation the way while we expound on a little bit. I want to spend some time and talk about, what it take for become an athlete from me on perspective. I was never a professional athlete. However, I played semi-professionally. So who that sabi me in Aberdeen, who that know me in Aberdeen, because Aberdeen I kind of like grew up. I played football for Aberdeen, and I played for Bonaparte FC, and I also played for a club called Future Professional. Future Professional was basically my first club after I left Bonaparte. I played for them in the second division at the time, but my career took a turn where I decided to say, it's in this is a huge risk, and I'm betting on if I go school and focus on school, it go better for me than I continue to play football. And so I pivot. I took a pivot, and I'm not gonna say I regret it, but I think here I am. You can decide whether it was the right decision or the wrong decision. So you decide for me. But it was a bet, and I took a bet on myself. So yeah, I also played basketball, and some parts of some people and some of my friends then we saw me play them. I mean, I play basketball and I play in competitions now. All over the city. I play competition at YSC. I play competition at National Stadium. I was playing competition all the way in East. I was a point guard, and I played for Atlantis Dolphins actually. So this all there on record. Atlantis Dolphins was the Barracks team where we be the use them for represent Aberdeen as the Aberdeen team. So I'm short. I'm not a tall person. So I'm short, so I be the play point guard, and I was the smallest in my team at the time. So I know a little bit about athletes and athleticism. That's what I call it, athleticism. Yeah, I know a little bit about it, and I know the sacrifices it takes. I know I was very, very, very athletic. When I come up, I was energetic, and I love to always go and play and be around. I'm a team sport guy. I like team sports. I don't think I'll ever play football and play tennis because I don't like it, man. I know I don't like playing alone. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. The argument is other person there now at the bat or tennis can get two people play tennis, but it's still for me not my kind of. I mean, I play hand tennis though, but I feel like I'm more. I enjoy team sport more than just having one or two people and they play sport. So, having said that, I just want to quickly say this: the question I'll get to the pose out there to people is this: why today in Sierra Leone? Why today in Sierra Leone? We still haven't had. This is something we don't bother me for quite some time, and I'm quite. It really bothered me, and I think it's time we started having these conversations. Let people know say this is very serious. The Olympic Games don't start for hundreds of years, if I'm not mistaken. But as at today, Sierra Leone, up to this day, not able to get a single Olympian. Can't boast of a single Olympian. And the question is, why can't we boast of an Olympian? Yeah, I know some man go argue me, say we don't get a couple of Sierra Leoneans where they represent we in the in the international stage as Olympians and all that stuff. In athletics, in boxing and all that good stuff. I know, but you mentioned the United Baba and all that stuff. But it still begs the question, United Baba not ever win an Olympic medal. But she won, well, let me rephrase. United Baba no win an Olympic medal for Sierra Leone not until a change in nationality. That was when she won an Olympic medal and when she was representing France. And to my knowledge, United Baba, yeah, of course, she started here, but she wasn't training here. You know, getting training with Unaya, so nothing like that. So all her training was overseas, and she came here and represented us, and it didn't bode well for her. Not until she changed her nationality. So the question still remains: why haven't, or why we haven't had an Olympian? Why we not get an Olympian till today? And the reality of the situation is so much money they go to the Olympics committee at this country for develop athletes them in different sports, in of course track and field events and all the other sports. I know money comes in. I know we have a committee in place. I know we have people that we manage them constantly, and they're supposed to go towards developing athletes, but we hardly see some serious development into it. Now, like I said, this is not a political show. I'm not here to talk about politics, and I'm here to talk about we CSF as people. You know, we CSF as people. It's going to be a two-pronged argument. So the first part of the argument is this: as a person, right? Let's just describe an Olympian based on research that I've done. Like I always say, I'm not an expert on anything. I'm not the highest grade of fruit in the dispensary, neither am I the strongest avenger. I research stuff and I bring them to you. So based on research and things that I know, that I've read, that I've seen, I've not listened to interviews in the past. The life of an Olympian is one of the most challenging lives we I don't ever hear or read about. For instance, the most decorated Olympian in the world, his name is called Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps is the most decorated Olympian in the world. It means he get the most Olympics medal, right? And I was listening to his interview one time, and he was describing his day. Yes, irrespective of Michael's, he's very tall. He's a very tall person. Irrespective of Michael's stature, his physical abilities, he's a very tall guy. If you sabi him, you get pixie ears, so he had them big so them case. very tall, pixie ears, and they're out. Is he's not get body better body fat. He's slender. He has long arms and long legs. Yeah, and I mean that guy has lungs for days. And these are his physical characters. Now for you become a real good athlete, your body get for agree with your abilities, your talents. There has to be this synergy between your body and your abilities. Because if your body not agree with your abilities, you go feel bad biscuit. You go play today, you get injury. The next time they will tell you say you get muscle. What's the word? There is a medical word for that where you muscle them like quick you get injury, quick you scrap, quick you feel pain, quick you get cramps, quick you get so basically T power whatever you do. So for him, his body, his physicality agrees with his, with his personality and with his vision of becoming an Olympian. But I'm saying all of this to say, now that's like basically the introduction of who this guy is. This guy is. However, it not only depend on in physical abilities, it not only depend on in God given gifts. Now he had to put himself through the ringer. He had to work so hard. Phelps on that interview say he did not he never get holiday. He trained every day for more than 8 hours per day. Every single day. He says he trained on he said I think now one game time they train inside the year. I think which is Christmas. I might get it wrong. But from what I heard, Christmas Day was the only time when he was preparing to compete in the Olympics Games. Only on Christmas Day. In it now they tell you, say, for make you succeed at anything, first of all, it starts here in the mind. And not only in the mind, it transcends into belief. Say, this is who I am, and this is what I want to be, and this is what I want to do. Further down, it goes into now doing and putting the work. He realized, said, oh, this journey I want to take so is a journey I can't succeed. I can't overcome. I can't actually get to so and get to if I just depend on my physical abilities. Now I have to do the work and put in the work. That guy to go in a pool. Imagine you do one green thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. One green thing every day for 8 hours. You the rest in between, right? The rest in between, but it do more than beyond 8 hours. I have to check that thing, but it's beyond. It don't take small while I listen to that motivational. For me, it was a motivational speech because he was just giving out his life story. He spent all of his time training, doing that one thing over, trying the breaststroke, trying the backflips, trying all these swimming styles. You know that now. You were interested in swimming, and swimming is not an easy job. I don't think you don't understand how hard swimming is. If you sabi swim, say swimming. Now one of the the exercises them on one of the sports that the way actually every part of your body, every muscle they work. This is a hard fact. Every muscle in your body they actually work way they swim. It's one of the best ways for lose weight. It's so hard for swim now. Imagine we were na that pata muscle. Where you don't pata you don't go 1 2 you don't tie you begin to blow like you blow like that you can go down. So then you forget to say na swim you forget yourself because you blow like hog. And then this guy they actually run races. They run races, go and come. They beating company all panel Do you know how hard it is for train, for get to that level, the hard work? I know a lot of you will say, okay, maybe the environment way finding safe help for for a do it able to so. Let's unpack this thing, right? On that small research that they do, I don't read too much about in personal life. But what's exist here is this. First of all, you get a pool where available for let you go land for swim. The pool available there, right? And secondly, you get the time na on. Means say he did not have to worry about which he can eat, or he did not have to worry about the other worries about life, like which are they wear, or which are they go, or worry about relationships, or worry about you picking them, worry about waiting you picking for go eat tomorrow. He had leverage for let something else take care of all those things. Okay, that could be your argument, and you might be right. Say, okay, this man because of the environment where he find himself, now he make it get time for the spend for na pool for the swim. But think about it. You might be right, but also this is somebody we decide for put everything behind them and say, I am going to be successful at this one green thing. And he did everything he could for be successful. And today, he became the greatest Olympian in the world with the most Olympics medal. I want to see the Olympian where they beat Stanley. He has over 20 medals. In that, he participated 4 times in the Olympics. Well, not also Olympics after 5 years. He participated 4 times during those periods, and he had the most medals. It's not easy. It's not easy for practice doing over and over and over and over and over again. It's not an easy feat. It's a very challenging thing. So becoming an athlete, it has to start here mentally. It has to transcend your body get for agree with you, your abilities, and then you have to actually practice. You get for grab some days them, they feel good. Some days and day you don't feel like it. You don't even feel like going to the pool to swim. You have to do a search, something inside of you. You have to figure out that one thing where they pushes it. No, I have to keep going. What is that one thing? What's that one thing they do? So it takes persistency and consistency. Your vision, your dream must be so big that if you lay down for sleep safe, where you sleep, where you dream. If you find out you don't oversleep, past the time we for go train. If you wake up as soon as you can, for go do the training. You get for watch what you eat. You can't stay up late in the night. You can't. You can't be drinking alcohol the whole time. Say, oh, I want to become an athlete. But you're in a club all day. You're in a club all day. You dey take drugs. You dey take vodi. You can't be taking harmful things in your body. Then you want to put this body through the ringer so that you will succeed for do. It takes a lot of sacrifice. Sacrifice, we mean say, you can't lead a normal life. You can't. You cannot lead. Let's put on air quotes. You can't lead a normal life. Normal life. Normal life means you wake up in the morning, you grab, you wash your mouth, you take hot water, you drink. You want me wake up in the morning, 8:30 in the morning. Drink your hot water, you go you knock your rest in the morning. Or you knock your guy in the morning. And then you jump in the street. Then the street all day, you need the rest. Sometimes you didn't ask the all day water safe, you know the drink. You go there, take in the afternoon. Me, I not drink water said today. Then after you take water, you drink them. Then you say you want to become an athlete. You know they train, you know they practice, you know they do them. You are not ready for it. So becoming an athlete takes a lot of sacrifice, a lot of pain. So that when the time reach for compete with other people, like you dey isolate yourself. You dey become a different person. You are locked in. American man call it locked in. You are locked in. But that's the price to pay to become a successful person. That's the price to pay for make you gain what you want to gain. That's the price Michael Phelps paid. Can't you Usain Bolt? The one we all sabi, we all know about. And Michael Phelps failed at some point, and not just successfully became who he became. So he failed several times before he became who he became. But Leo left Phelps and look into the Huawei, the most popular Huawei, we sensationalize the most. Usain Bolt. You go be surprised for no say Usain Bolt in first attempt for go the only for going to the Olympic for 200 meters. He was injured. He failed. the Usain Bolt All-Star we all celebrate in 2008. In 2004, I think he was around 17, 18 years, right? He failed woefully. And then in during the competition, then beat her, they get injury. Yes. But if you watch, I think there are a couple of documentaries on Usain Bolt, interviews as well. That man, now we the see and I they enjoy, he didn't have that life. He had the physical abilities, like I can always say, long legs, you know, uh, arms and long. He can actually, sprint. I mean, longer or wider than anybody else. But also, he trained for that. That might be the train. When I be to watch some snippets of in training schedules, a pool in a day, they didn't a pool, and then he's required to hop on that pool, sometimes run. Imagine trying to run out. He trained so hard. He isolated himself. He left everything else and focused on that one thing, preparing his body, preparing himself. And he made a lot of sacrifice for making become who he is today for Lord they all celebrate him. He not say first of all, again for defeat the challenges was within the Jamaican team. He met elders there. Asafa Powell was his elder. Asafa Powell at the time was the reigning 100 meter and 200 meter champion, right? He knew Asafa Powell was his target, and he gave for Peter. And he was just a young guy, and this guy is already established. So he used Asafa Powell as a motivation. He used Asafa Powell as the goal. If I can beat this guy as the reigning champion, I know I can defeat anybody in the world in 100 meters and 200 meters. So because he see that goal, I'm sure this might sound very, he sleep a week self now, Asafa Powell, he did dream himself, he did dream how to beat this guy. And he trained super, super hard. And fortunately for him, he got a very good coach. Maybe they help him. Remember the word coach. Somebody will be willing for listen to. Somebody will be willing for allow himself for let the person teach him. Humbled himself for listen and learn. He was willing to listen, learn, and at the same time improve. So he trained so hard. He trained almost every day, 6 days a week. 6 days a week he trained. He be skip Sundays. But he trained 6 days a week. Morning, he be trained when he started, he be trained 2 times per day. Morning and evening, according to based on in story. So there is a pattern here why the type of ways. And the pattern is these people decided that they're going to put everything aside for become what they want for become Olympians. And they're going to put themselves, their bodies into the ringer. They're going to succumb. Bring themselves down, make all within the joys of within the pleasures of the body in request. They say, I'm not going to succumb to those pleasures. I'm going to focus. And in 2008, he came back. He came back a renewed person. And we all see what he do in the 2008 100 meter world record. In 2009, he broke a record. Wait, Mick. That record is still stands. He broke that record in Germany, in Berlin, Germany. So in 2008, he ran the Beijing Olympics. He shattered the world record. And in 2008, he said, this is not enough. In 2009, he came back at the Indoor Olympics game. He broke a record with he set. I think it stands 9.58 or something. So it tells you the desire of humans. So you can become and do anything you want for become. And especially becoming an athlete, it's a lifelong thing. Let me shock you. When I do my research, the Olympic medal actually not worth too much money. Then we see the go Olympics, so actually worth too much money. No. But for far too long, the Olympic don't be one of the most prestigious gathering of the world. In fact, una we not understand, una no know wetin dey go on in the Olympics. From mere experience, um, the Olympics was a place outside the world powers, the super world powers, be the go. It's like a piecing game. It's like a piecing event. Who has? I know we use the other word, but that's exactly outside they be they go for go show power, be they go show strength, and I can't forget this guy name. Oh my god. 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 I can remember this guy name. But during the 1938 Olympics in I think in Russia, yes, in Russia, there was this black man we go there and go sweep the gold medal at the time, and he did that, and he smiled at what's his name? He smiled at Adolf Hitler, and Hitler didn't take it too lightly. He did not take it too lightly. My God, I have to get this guy's name. Okay, we'll come back. I go don't get his name, but I don't know what it is. I always forget his name. But he was at the time he was the first black man for win the Olympic medal, and he was running for the United States at the time. And there was this tension between the U.S. and Russia. Sorry, I said Russia earlier, right? The U.S. and Germany, but the Olympic was held in Germany in 1938, and it's not Russia, it's Germany. So the Olympic was held in Germany in 1938, and it was I think 38 or 37. This was before the World War, before the World War started. So it was basically the platform for letting go show themselves without actually now the super world power. Who or which country has the best athlete? Which country has the best resources for support these athletes? Which country has the most heart? Which country can outperform other countries? It was actually like that. And this was, if you know how the Olympics started, it was in Greece. It was like that, the undertone. It started as a place for people and for like go fit. They're not one because they are so violent. Europeans were so violent, so they look for a place to say, okay, let's put this violence into an entertainment. Let's make it entertainment. Why not make money from all of this? And that's how it all started, in Greece. And so they started pitting people together, letting them compete in different races. And so over time, it all transformed and evolved into countries, basically using that platform to prove their power, as the US did in 1938 in Berlin, Germany. And so, if you notice now, we watch the Olympics. If you watch, mostly now between China, America, England, Germany. Now they so you see China, America, England, Germany. China, America, England, Germany. China, American man, and now they take typical Chinese man, and now we see in name Xi Jinping, Xi Jinping. They say they go represent America. They take him being now, then they naturalize him because of he gets certain abilities. We go compete in the world stage. He represent the flag. It's a big thing. I'm saying all of this to say, if we as Sierra Leoneans and we as a country as Sierra Leone, we need for letting take we very seriously. One of the biggest stages for go do that is when we are competing in the Olympics. You're actually making a statement when you go there, you compete, and you win medals. Not to go by all the pomp and pageantry, wear all the flag, you dance, wear that fine, salon dress, unko, whatever it is. They work out, they go in, and I don't know how to do. They tell and they go do. What's the word I'm looking for? They give you medal for because we are appearance medal. I think it's about time, and we get athletes in there. We get people we're really willing for put them body, then discipline, then want for do that for represent Sierra Leone at the biggest stage. But like I said, I don't come for can talk politics. We'll take a short break. When I come back, uh, I want for okay, we will continue. We will continue. So the guy named Nonkam. His name is Jesse Owens. Well, his name was Jesse Owens is the name I remember. I was blanking out for some reason. So the guy is called was called Jesse Owens. So Jesse Owens was the athlete, back in 1938, the first black athlete we win the gold medal. Well, based on the research, maybe might be wrong, but at the time this was a big event. It was huge, and Adolf smiled at him, but he did not like it. And it was my understanding that he was so angry with his athletes, he almost killed all. He almost killed all of them because, as far as I'm concerned, the US cannot come to Germany and then win. They have the most medals, dominate, Germany, and it's not acceptable for him. So, it was bad. It was really really bad, and so that was exactly what happened. So we get for basically understand. So it takes a lot for become, an athlete. It takes a lot of discipline. But why today in this country we not able to get Olympians? Why? Waiting at the problem. Is it that we not get too many athletes? Is it that we not get athletes that we want for left everything we they ever get? And so what, I am going to do this one thing and succeed in this one thing and represent my country? Or is it that for say we not get out and call ourselves now the Olympics committee, the one they in charge, now they not get enough systems in place, they not get enough resources in place, now they not get that one day. Because when you look at it, right, for instance, or for example, look stadium, national stadium don't they from where they get renovated now 4 years they go so, and it will be it was sad for me, say as a Sierra Leonean, National Stadium is the only place we get pool. When we know, maybe I stand corrected. It's the only place we get pool for like a standard pool for make athletes then go train for compete. Salomon say I would all, lot of 60 I would also, and going 60 and 60 something, eh? They are honest, we do maths. Both the one green pool win a day mean because for me sabi me get sense with that pool in a national stadium. Now then they go practice, now they go learn for swim. We don't take all the recreational side there, all we don't build below standing. All the side all in a recreational side them. We don't build below standing. We don't go put all kinds of structure, we don't grab all the land, all grab, build all kinds in it. Now, one old city day. We not get green parks. No sign on the way green parks day. Because we getting green parks today. Now people then go on day, go exercise day. Like run around day, exercise, it's free. Don't build all side. The small field they give people that can go play ball, they don't take her. So the field and they now, the small field and the back, man is still they sell the land and back and the small field and they. The field is not the tight, You kick the ball, say now passing host, now there they go. We not get standard boxing rings there. Now this country, we not get standard. We not take. So if mentally we not take these things seriously, and you got this young boy or this young girl, they watch Usain Bolt, or they watch Cristiano Ronaldo, or they watch Lionel Messi, or they watch Mr. Tier 4. And first time now I am a member, I make a call on Tier 4, or they watch other people there. He want to become these people. He's inspired by these people, and he gets the body, he get the desire, he get the passion for it. But here you are, zero facilities for enhance, abilities. We not get the expertise, the coaches, the nutritionists, the way for build this person up. How we go win? How we go compete at the world stage and win? How then go take we seriously? How then go take Sierra Leone in the world stage seriously. You will not tell me about that picking we get that passion. And so it would they take its own granny or grandpa. That passion they die away. I knew somebody personally. We at the early age of all within our backs. I'm not gonna ever mentioning them. Now all within our backs. But that lady was so passionate about running. She was an athlete. Every single day, at the age of around 16, 17, that was when the passion, became apparent in life. So around 16, 17, every morning, it wake 5 o'clock in the morning, they left it house. They jog, go to the stadium, starting the practice. Then they begin practice from 6:30. They did it till 10, 11. And then after practice, the jog come back na house. Not an easy thing. Oh. She decided that she was going to do that. He left everything, put everything aside, and decided, I am going to do one thing. I can't teach myself, I train. And she became an amazing sprinter. She was doing 100 meters and 200 meters. I mean, she was competing at the highest level. But it began to face challenges. The reality began kicking. Because as they expect for go compete. But not only that, they realize that first of all, the coaches are not well. You get coaches, the people away, they lack the thing, but they're not well trained, they're not well equipped. The siren in the train, the track, even the spikes and stuff, forget spikes, no problem. They're not using the right spikes. So it began to face challenges here and there. And reality kicked in. It's like, if now this country here so I go there and say now this I want for be and become. This thing not they give me money. And she was getting older. She had responsibilities. Team for itself, no they. And mama and papa begin pressure in house. What should they bring in house? What's in there now? You said if you bring something all day on. This thing they give money. Reality started kicking in. So this is not a one grain approach. It's a big issue as a nation we will look into. Because here you are now, this lady, she's no longer an athlete. The world not ever sabi am. She made it to the international stage earlier on, but now he don't retire, he don't left, he resigned. Early he resigned. He put her down, and the first rule of survival, actually kicking self-preservation. That's the first rule of survival, self-preservation. So it's like, okay, I need to survive. And if I for survive, that preserve myself. That figure out ways for survive. So, in them all die. That is something she's going to take to her grave. That I wish I had the opportunity for become an international athlete, an Olympian, the least. But now she's never going to become an Olympian because of the environment we find safe. Them money are still they come. People and still get these natural abilities, and they think they can develop these abilities for going at the international stage. They are no more. When we come up in this country, we had things like Boxing Day sports. We'll be there up on a national stadium. It was very entertaining, very interesting. But the floor ping, everybody they go there. People they train for Boxing Day sports. If then they look forward for anything international or even going to Olympics, then they train for Boxing Day sports. Because it was very interesting. The Gen Zs of this generation, I don't think they get an understanding of Boxing Day sports. They never see her. They never understand how it was, how Boxing Day sport be like. Where na be one of the biggest events, apart from football, we went to football. This is an event we went to football, like one of the biggest events. That's National Stadium, where you see they go huge crowds. They see athletes and they get all kind of races, bicycle race, all kind of races, 100 meters, 200 meters, track and field, high jump, all these things, long jump. It's dead. What can do we in this country? And nobody's talking about it. Nobody is even mentioning that thing there. boxing the sport dead. See where they entertain we, where they make we feel good, where they make we go. We see actual athletes and you glad for see you picking, glad for see you or you party you picking or you cousin, you go support her, they go all for them because they compete at the biggest stage in the country and they rewarding. Dead. Something where big companies and for they actually support and sponsor. And not only that, these athletes for they get sponsorship, for they represent big companies as well. Would all you play some with other things, like reality TV show? No, I have nothing against reality TV show. I have nothing against it. At least something is happening in the entertainment front. But what happened? Two things can be true. What happened to the boxing sport? What happened to passionate athletes where they train themselves for become dandy? We all lost all and money they can. I repeat, money they can every year for train and select these athletes for go represent this country. So it's if we not take these things seriously, nobody not go take these things seriously in this world. The entire they won't take us seriously, and that's why we have so many Sierra Leoneans with wasted talent. So many Sierra Leoneans with wasted talent, all gone to waste, all because we're not able to sit down and have genuine discussion about these things. You have people with suits and ties with big belly, we know sabi do jack squat, making the decisions for these people. Sit down when the money in the can they eat allegedly. We don't know how the money go allegedly. They sit down, they make the decisions for these artists, they bring politics inside sports. They are actually destroying the lives of young people them based on selfish decisions, based on selfish desires, based on their own ego. All of these fights are just egotistical bouts. Nothing else. Just egotistical bouts. Nothing else. Nine all them 30 and sports administrations are there about. It's sad that young people them they're actually pigeonhole. They don't pigeonhole young people for just take certain routes. They don't like the society don't somebody say pigeonhole, they don't make the old and force you inside the like say this is a pigeon, you in a pigeon. Now how it fits. You don't see pigeonhole. Where pigeon go inside old where it and it tonton. Pigeon go inside and it tonton. Where you ready for coming out back? Now God knows how they come out because they can fly. This is exactly what they don't do young people in this country. They don't pigeonhole we. So you have just few parts where they want you for take. This is why poverty is still rife in Sierra Leone. Because do you know how many athletes are millionaires? Because when you win the Olympic, like I said, the Olympic medal don't mean much, but the endorsements there, the endorsements you really get from big companies, it's amazing. The endorsement, Nike signed Usain Bolt for a lifetime. He made a deal with them for sneakers. He made deals with them for different things. The money where they come now in, he not go pour again say die. Not because of the Olympic medal, not because of the value of the Olympic medal. No, just because he won the Olympic, it attracted endorsement. He became a celebrity. Everybody wants a piece of him. In appearance of any side, they bring serious money. People pay to see him. People pay to watch him. So it's sad that as Sierra Leoneans, we are losing all of these things. We are losing, all of these people here with these exceptional abilities. And as a matter of fact, it affects we as a nation. It affects we as a country. It affects we economically. Upward mobility is stifled. Now, if you want to succeed, you have to travel to overseas and change your nationality. That's what United Baba did. United Baba represented Sierra Leone, but at the end of the day, until she changed her nationality and represented France, that was when she won an Olympic medal. Now her name is written in the annals of history, not as a Sierra Leonean, but a French. It's a shame on Sierra Leone. So becoming an athlete is one thing, right? You tell this person, say, develop the passion, go for it, work hard, dedicate yourself, be mindful of what you did. You tell the person Nandi. And then on the other hand, the person say, I am doing everything you ask me for do. But yet, I'm not getting support from the government. I'm not getting support. No systems, no day. No sign, no day. So what do you want me to do with all of this? Which how it go benefit me? And then the conflicts come in. Starts creating anxiety for this person with these exceptional skills. And now they start looking for a way out. Because as I say, the first rule of survival is self-preservation. Now they have to think of how can I survive this. So, I mean, it's a tricky situation, and it's a tough situation. It's a tricky situation. It's a tough situation, and I just hope say Sierra Leoneans they learn from this. I just hope say Sierra Leonean they basically sorry I'm there on TikTok live and it seems as if me live not get sound and I don't know why it's that, but I'm so sorry about it. But it's a tricky situation, and it's sad that we are losing talented Sierra Leoneans. We are losing, people away. We can make the change. We can help for build with middle level manpower. We can help for encourage upward mobility, so that we know we just look at the few people we do each day. Everybody is going to get a piece of the cake, and so it's tough to become an athlete. It takes a lot of sacrifice, dedication, commitment, but at the same time, there is this other part we need for day. And if that part they not there, if they not play their role, if they not play their own part, it's all for nothing. That person not wasting time. That person don't suffer. That person don't give all for nothing. So I'm not going to say one thing I will take out from this. The main takeaway from this is this: I'm not going to say if you have the ability, if you have the skill, if you have the passion, and you want to become an athlete. I'm not going to say don't become an athlete. I'm not going to say put an end to your interests. Don't do it. I'm going to tell you to still keep going. I'm going to tell you to still push and still believe in the future. Still believe in the fact that when you come, the people that we're about to assume those responsibilities and those roles, then go approach things differently. They're not gonna be like other people, right? They're gonna make the right decisions. We go help young people, we go help other people, because we are playing with the lives of people. We are toying with their lives by destroying their future. All because of selfish desires and egotistical battles and bouts. So, please, if you have the ambition for becoming an athlete, go for it. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of mental strength. I think at some point you even need a therapy. You even need psychologist. Somebody where you go to talk to. We're going to help for build your mental strength. Because that's what psychologists do. They help you for build this mental strength. Most of these Olympians, when they go perform at the Olympics, they sit down with psychologists. They talk to them, prepare their mind, build their mindset. This is why in football in this country, we still struggle year after year after year. Because when me and Mustafa be talk and I ask her the question, is sports or becoming an athlete, is it more physical or mental? He says it's more mental. And I totally agree with it. The reason why we fail at sports in this country, the reason why as a nation we fail, because most of the people that we go represent the flag, where they go represent the nation, not even believe in their ability. They don't even believe in the country. They don't even believe say they go win. They don't even believe say they can win. They can become winners at the international stages. If you check most of them, they don't believe it in their head. They just they go no more. Some man they go there for getting land, getting money, getting per diem, whatever it is in here. That's what they go there for. They don't believe in their head. Yes, they need prayers, they need pastor, they need imam, they need a psychologist. They need to sit down with somebody where they actually check for see if they believe, say, wearing the vest or representing the nation Sierra Leone is bigger than any other thing we've ever done in this country. We need to start bringing psychologists. Let them begin to talk to them people and prepare them mentally, because winning is here. Winning is here. Winning not a physical thing. Winning is mental. Because when the body don't tire, when the legs then don't tire, when you almost want to give up. That mental strength and they keep you going and they make you able for win any battle you want for win. If you mentally don't give up, if you mentally don't tire, forget it. That's the end of it. So if you are an athlete and you go compete for Sierra Leone, if you are not mentally strong, be respectful, respect yourself, pull all your vest and tell us I can't do this. Because every time you go there you fail, you are representing the nation and it's not a good sign. So to the duty bearers down the way in front of sports, let's start incorporating some form of psychiatry and psychology. Let them begin talk to the artists there. So some man they go, they think about some problem now. Some man they go, they don't snub them. And girlfriend don't snub them. Now in girlfriend I remember. The stress na it. Some man they go, mama no well. It will represent the country. Some man they go no get that peace with everybody we get now. It will represent the country. That need affect in performance. Like it or not, argue me if you whether you can argue me, go up, can down. It affect, it gets an effect on in performance. It undermine in performance because mentally they that is space for make it compete at the highest level. If you have to become an athlete, you have to master your mind. You have to master your mind. You have to be able to stop, allow your mind for rest, allow your mind not for the rove around, control the way you think, control the way your mind works. If you can control your mind, if you can search your inner soul deeper, it will help you for become the best athlete. And not only an athlete, in anything what you do, in anything at this life, if you're able to control your mind, you can win. Nothing not the way you're not able to do on yourself. I will bring the curtain down on the show today. It has been a great show. It has been a monologue. Few comments and really calm now. I say, okay, Sarah Bangura, I'm watching now. Marian Adrika Korma watching. Thank you so much for watching. I wanted to contest say absolutely. Thank you so much, guys, for your comments and for being a part of the show. I don't get any text message, but not call me. Always malice me. It's fine. That's how I'll bring the curtain down on the show. It has been a great time talking to you, and I hope me ranting, me grumbling, go reach somebody out there, and it will make sense. You go use the information and the instances we are bring for, make it make sense to them, and make the right decisions. Until next week, where I will bring the show to you again. I have been your host, Mulku Suleiman Bangura. I want to say thank you to my team, to the production team for put this whole show together. Thank you to DJ Wonder. Thank you to me team with the digital team, Paulina and Ibrahim Sori. And thank you to Pam as well as the administration of Epic Radio. Until next week, I have been your host, Mulku Suleiman Bangura. We will get something very, very entertaining to talk to you about next week, Tuesday. Also, before I go, please don't forget October 7, the goodies. Oh, October 11, sorry. October 11. October 11, oldies the goodies. Now, FSSG School Hall. I go there. FSSG School Hall, October 11. Almost at the fee. For just 100 leons. 100 leons. For just 100 leons. Go there and go shake body and go wine and dine with the production team and people away there behind, the scenes where they see every now and then. So you are invited. Until then, good night.